everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, Tony, for resubscribing once again. 35 months? Have I been streaming for so long? That's almost 3 years now. Oh my gosh, just one more month. And it's probably 3 years because I had a month of not being affiliated before I got that. So, wow. I should have, yeah, exactly, almost 3 years. I should get the affiliate anniversary very soon then, I guess. Cheers, Tony. Thank you. Ave, indeed. So, wow. It's been a very, what's the word? A busy, not just busy, but a lot of things going on kind of week or weeks. It's been extremely busy at work. I am swamped at work. It's crazy. Hey, Madral, welcome in as well. Has anybody claimed first yet? Technically, Tony was here first. As I was, nobody's claimed it yet. Let's see who gets it first. Anywho, what was I talking about? Yes, it's been very busy. It's been extremely busy. So I did not have that much time for streaming, obviously, Echo. And also for making videos for my YouTube channel. I have made some videos, but not as many as I had hoped to make this month. Yet I'm trying to catch up. I still owe you guys a behind the screens kind of Patreon and supporter exclusive video, and there's a big max damage there. Excellent. Yeah, those are cool. I still need to. Did I make them? Yes, I put them on cheaper. I had a bit of trouble finding where they were, and I wanted to price them down a bit, but I found it. And the minimum is 10. I would have put him on 1, but the minimum is 10. But anywho, so I am working on the video for Patreon supporters and subscribers, Twitch subscribers. I've already recorded it. I just need to edit it. It's a chat about the UK Games Expo. And I had to redo that video because the first time I filmed it, my camera, for some reason, wasn't focusing. It will focus and then go out of focus, and then focus and go out of focus, just constantly at certain periods. And that was super annoying. Hey, Manafe, willkommen! And I Game for Pain is here as well. Happy Thursday. So many people in already. Awesome. Right from the start. And yeah, so thing is, I had to reshoot that video. So that's coming up. I'm currently doing the finishing touches on a review of a card game, so I got that coming out. I did the UK Games Expo video report already, so that's on my my channel as well. So there are some things to watch, but I'm trying to catch up then. I dreamt of you all today, says Manafe. We had a retro gaming community meetup in my dream. It was so nice. Aww. Yeah, that does sound very nice. I would definitely try to be there. Yeah, everybody, welcome in, welcome in.
Right, lights.
Thank you for the shout out.
To me, you bitch.
Transformers.
Nobody needs that in their life. I'm losing my mind.
Excellent logo you got there. And I'm not following you, so I am now. Didn't know you streamed, I'm sorry. But that's been remedied. So yeah, I spot a Decepticon logo I follow. I'm a simple man. There you go. So anywho, yeah, so I've been really busy. But tonight, normally we'd have game night, either on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on people's agendas. And you want me to stand up? You want to see the T-shirt? And but that was cancelled. So, you know, if game night is cancelled, might as well stream, right? Because that's fun. And I did have some things to talk about actually before I start, because I want to try a escape room game, and you can all help. It's this one, Calling Card by Key Enigma. Key Enigma is a company that makes all kinds of escape room mystery solving games, and they have a Kickstarter running right now, which is this one. It's called, what was it called? There's a new pop-up book. It's called Imperfect Crime or something. Because there's crime scenes, and it's a pop-up book. So you flip over a page, you see a 3D pop-up crime scene, and there's all kinds of things you can interact with on that page, and that helps you solve the crime. And if you solve the crime, you go to the next one. So it's basically multiple mini crime-solving games in one book. That's basically what it is. So that's this QR code, if it would focus. There you go. I guess I don't know if that works if you hold your phone in front of the screen or whatever. But it's there. I did recently do a short on my YouTube channel, which I will post here, that has the link. YouTube. Boop. There you go. Yeah, so I did that. And they also, the same people, they sent me this one as well. It's just a tiny little pop-up escape game as well, which I am also planning on playing. Maybe if we have time, we'll do both. And this is just a little, like a DVD case kind of paper thing, but it folds out into a whole kind of scene in a cyberpunk city. So that's pretty cool. And I wanted to show you that. So I wanted to play this one today, see how that goes. Yeah, the fun is pretty cool. They have some pretty interesting games. So there's a Kickstarter for that, and they sent them over for me to try out and promote a little. So, that's always nice to do. Let's see, what did I miss? Deceptive Life. Yes, indeed. Such heroic nonsense. I love escape room games, says Monafe. I played a few exit games because I sadly have nobody to play board games with. Aw, nobody in the neighborhood. I have this Facebook page where people meet up from the city, so that's something you might try and find if you're interested, of course. Let's see. You had game night last Friday. You played Secret Hitler. 7-player version, excellent. I learned a few new rules. Game was extremely enjoyable. They loved it. Yeah, that is a fun game. Yeah, there's a sketch about it. Somebody going into a shop and asking for Secret Hitler, and people not understanding. It's pretty fun. You prefer physical board game? Oh yes, you're asking Monafe. Well, I do because of the physical. Yeah, you have an interaction with actual people at the table, which is fun. But I do also enjoy the online video game, board game now and then. Yeah, exactly what Manafe says. That's fun too, but it's not the same, exactly. I don't know if we should play Secret Hitler. It's German. Then again, it would be worse of a... I mean, they were selling it at Spiel. So, I'm sure the Germans can appreciate a good game, even it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of game. The idea is that everybody wants to find out and kill the Secret Hitler. Yeah, but it's a triggering name, obviously. So if you don't know what it's about, if you don't know the board game, then you might raise an eyebrow. I totally understand. It is like Werewolf, yeah, kind of, yeah. It's a hidden identity game where somebody is secretly Hitler, trying to blend in, and all the others are trying to get him. That's kind of what it is. I haven't played it yet. I've just seen it, but I'd love to try it. Anyway, so that's that. We'll be playing that in a bit. I don't know what's in the box. I've never opened it, so we'll have to see. Yes, there is another thing that I would like to discuss briefly. If you would indulge me, I kind of need your help. Although, help is a big word. There's this company, a publisher, an indie publisher that is basically just 3 or now 4 people, 2 couples, basically 2 married couples. And they have published several board games already, about 5 or 6, I think. And 3 of those were Kickstarted, if I remember correctly. At least 3. And they have, in 2020, their name is Black Box Adventures. And in 2020, they did a Kickstarter for a game called Adventures in Neverland. And they've had a lot of problems during the production of this game. And part of that is due to them being inexperienced with games of this scope, because this game is big. It's a bigger game, a big box, it has miniatures, it has game trays, it has a playmat. There's all kinds of factors that they've never had to make before. Because the previous games they made were mostly abstract strategies or just tongue-in-cheek kind of fun beer and pretzel games. And those are mostly cardboard, sometimes some wooden pieces and dice, and cards, that's it. So that's really easy to produce. But now with the miniatures and the game trays and the mats and wooden components with printings on them and everything, very deluxeified game, that posed a lot of challenges. Plus, in 2020, when they kickstarted it, COVID hit and made it even harder. So they had a lot of setbacks, and they thought at first that they had a prognosis to deliver the game after a year after the Kickstarter. Because of all those problems, then they thought, okay, it's going to be 22. It's going to be delivered in 22. And they were positive that that was going to happen, but things happened at the factories, and the playmats weren't cut correctly, so there was pieces of the map missing. So they had to reprint them, which meant they needed to find new rubber for the vinyl playmats. And that led to more delays. And then I think that was 22 or 23 when prices of just about everything rose through the roof. So the rubber prices were too high and they couldn't find rubber anymore at the factory because the rubber they had was already reserved for other games and other things, mats. So they've had lots of setbacks, and understandably, the backers of that game got very upset and what's the word? Impatient. They got impatient, and some of them got really vocal about it, which happens on Kickstarter, right? Delays happen on Kickstarter, but there's always, some people who need to vent their anger, and I do understand to an extent that frustration, and I'm also in on that project, so I've had to wait for it. But I usually look at it, well, it's delayed, and that sucks, but it'll get there, right? In the end, as long as they don't go bankrupt, then it's fine. Now, these guys are also from the Netherlands, and as such, they go to Dutch and Belgian conventions, even to Spiel in Germany, which is where I go as well, because all of those conventions for me are relatively close by, so I can easily go there. So I see them at most of these conventions. So I've seen them and talked to them over the years. So I kind of still have faith in them, right? They wouldn't be at a convention if they were in dire straits. And they wouldn't demo their games, and even Adventure in Neverland, they have like a prototype copy of it, an advanced production copy. And they wouldn't bring that if they had no intention of delivering it. And some people have been accusing them of scamming people out of their money. But hey, it's Kickstarter. You're not 100% sure if the thing you've invested in is actually going to get made. But these guys are making this. They are making this happen. And they've posted updates that they're still working on it, and that the factories are working on it, and the new prognosis is December 24. Now, we've had a prognosis for December 22, and then for December 23, so I get that people don't really put that much trust in those updates anymore. Totally understand. It's fair enough. But they're still doing their best and going places. Now, what I wanted to say with all of this story is that they've been getting so much flack from a vocal, I would say, minority. It might be much, but I don't think it's certainly not everybody. Most people are just, impatient and they just want their game. And a lot of people are like, yeah, it's Kickstarter. We'll just forget about it. And if it ever arrives, whoop-de-doo, that's a bonus. And so on the social media and everything, people have been, there's a few people who have been actively trying to get Black Box Adventures to make a statement, which of course they should do, in my opinion. They could have done that in their updates. They could have given a precise timeline of everything that's expired or transpired. What's the word? No, not transpired. Happened. Trying to talk fancy English, but whatever. And so instead of doing that, they tried to get information from the factories, what happened, and trying to get pictures, but the factories seem to be very hard to reach or non-responsive, whatever. So now a Dutch backer, and again, I fully understand their motivations and I'm not blaming them at all, but this Dutch backer contacted a Dutch, what is it? Kind of like journalists, I guess, a YouTube channel that's called Boos, which means angry in Dutch. Böse in German. And they are investigative journalists who will confront the accused party about what's going on, and a lot of times that's about fraud, or it's about like a contractor not finishing their work or doing a shoddy job or stuff like that, or things that are wrong at a school where students don't get the education they're promised and they have to pay money, and there's always that involved, right? People running off with your money or not delivering what was promised. So that was kind of the case here too, except that Black Box Adventures didn't run off with their money. They are in fact working on the game and they still visit conventions, so they're presenting themselves to the public. They're like, we're still here. And so again, I understand that somebody would want to do that because they want answers. So this team of 2 journalists went to one of the people from Black Box Adventures last week, I guess. They made a recording and they published it today. And they pressed for answers. But thing is, I was hoping for actual answers in that video, but it was utter and sheer sensationalist journalism. It was highly unprofessional. The guys were absolutely rude to the publisher. The guy's name is Boss. They were absolutely rude to him, and Boss was cooperative. He met them. He said, I'm willing to share everything. He even shared the company's bank account right there on the interview. And he gave him a PDF of the transcripts from the past 4 years to the other guys, to the interviewers' guys' phone. So he could check everything out. But the guy just kept talking down to Boss. He kept patronizing him, telling him that he's like a bad CEO for mismanaging the product so badly, which, yeah, they mismanaged it because they were inexperienced, and that is bad. But at least they're still working on it, and they still have the funds to make the game. And most of it has already been paid because all the files are at the factory for printing. The mats, like I said, are being produced. The artists for the drawing of the illustrations has been paid, of course. The designer of the game has been paid. All of that has been paid. And they still have money for getting the games onto a ship, into a container, shipping that to the various places in the world where it needs to go to the hubs and then shipped out to the backers. So they've set aside money for that. That's what I understood. And these interviewers, they just keep pushing about the money and the numbers and whatever, while what we, the backers, really wanted to hear was, what's the status of the game right now? Is it really being printed as we speak? Are those mats being made, and is it ready for shipping? So, and the only bit of information I got from that 45-minute video was that it would be shipped in October and then in the backers' hands before Christmas this year, hopefully. But instead of talking about that more and about the problems that happened that caused all of this delay, they just went for the sensational journalism of, oh, you've raised $500,000 and most of that is in your pockets now, and where is the game? It was just, honestly, it was hilarious. It was so bad that it was laughable. And anywho, if you are so inclined, I could post a link to the video. You can check it out. It's in Dutch, but they said they would subtitle it. If you're interested in watching it, that's fine. But if you are familiar with Kickstarter and you want to help the publisher out here, because I think they are not malicious at all, post a comment about what you think if you're interested. If you know anything about Kickstarter at all, or about, maybe you know the publisher. I'm guessing most of you don't, but it makes me angry that they attacked people that are honestly just trying to get the game done, and even though they managed it badly because they were so inexperienced, they're still working on this, and they did not deserve. They did not deserve to be patronized and belittled. And actually just, like they did. Videos. I need the videos. Here it is. It was sensational journalism. They only wanted to show people, oh, this is so bad. Here's the link. Let me just post that for you. And the video's been on for, what, 3 hours now, or 2 hours now, and most comments are in Dutch, but they're like against the interviewer, defending the publisher, because clearly this wasn't an attempted scam project. This was just an honest-to-God publisher trying to get a big game out and getting a lot of setbacks due to various reasons. Here is the link. There. Yeah, I don't know if you want to help at all, but if you can, if there are subtitles, and if you're interested, there is subtitles now, yeah. But the things they say are just ridiculous. It's pure sensational. There's even there's a couple of parts that I really disagree on. There's a part where they are driving to the spot where they had discussed to meet up with Bus, the publisher. And while in the car, without Bus present, of course, they started speculating about, oh, you don't suppose that they just took the $500,000 and just put it in their own pockets? No. And I'm like, you haven't even talked to the guy, and you're already making these... it's great. Yeah, exactly. They make drama just to make drama to get views. That is exactly what it is, Manafe. That is exactly what it is. Fortunately, when I was reading through the comments, it's like 95% of the comments actually, looked right through that and commented and criticized the channel for being so horrible to this publisher, while the guy is being open and honest and forthcoming and sharing information, and he's got nothing to hide. At some point he even says, look, when they're pressing about the money, look, is this going to be about the money or about the game? And they immediately cut him off and say, yes, this is about the money. And I'm like, no, you idiots, it's not about the money. I don't care how a company spends its money. I kickstarted this game because I want the game. I want to know about the game. I don't care. I don't even need to know how they spent their money. I just want to know if the game is getting ready, and if they, of course, have enough funds to get it into our hands. That's what I want to know. I don't care about how big of a salary they get out of it. I hope they make good money so they can keep making more games, Yeah, it's just, And like I said, I know these guys from conventions. I've seen them many times. They're great guys. They're fun. They always make time for me when I come by with my camera. You know, I do the interviews. They always make time for me. They've even sent me a few of their games to review, which I appreciate, because without publishers sending games, I wouldn't be able to review so many games, because, you know, if I had to pay for everything myself, I'd either need a whole lot of Patreon supporters to finance that, or I just wouldn't have that many videos. It's a hobby, after all. So anyway, that kind of gets me, right? When somebody is trying to do something and people are just bringing them down, well, it's not justified. If you just take a breath, it's unfortunate that it took so long and still taking so long, but it'll get there, I'm sure. They're working on it. And there is a board game Discord. Yes, indeed, Echo. Yes, that is good. Yeah, you can feel free to post there as well if you're so inclined. Or otherwise I will. But anyway, yeah, that's just what I wanted to share. I needed to vent a bit about that because it bothered me. And it does do me good to read the comments, actually. Normally, comments aren't that nice on sensational pieces like this, but like everybody was in support of the publisher, like saying, this guy's being open with you. This is not one of your other videos where there's clearly a scammer pushing the camera away and to get out here and you can't come into the building. No, he's right there talking with you, showing you his fucking bank account, man. You know? Yeah, get some darts. Yeah, indeed. It was just so dishonest. It was pure sensation. And then the second thing that I wanted to mention, but it was just clear that this was all about sensation and drama, was at the very end, they show a little clip from an interview that the other guy from the publisher, Bart, they're both tall, bearded guys. One is Boss and one is Bart. And Bart did a kind of like a workshop kind of about Kickstarter with a university, with students from a university telling about game publishing and about using Kickstarter as a platform to get crowdfunding. So you can get the funds for a game before you start working on it. And then you use those funds to pay the factories, etc. Because not all companies have the budget to make a game and then earn it back afterwards when it's published. Some companies are just small companies and they need to have the money, the investment up front before they can actually make something, which is what crowdfunding is for. We all know this. And crowdfunding is also not a store where you order a game and then you get it. Normally you do, but it's basically an investment into an idea that you believe in, and then you hope it gets made. But because there are so many board game publishers on Kickstarter and GameFound and what have you, that we got kind of spoiled as gamers, that 99% of the time your game will actually get sent to you, because a lot of companies use crowdfunding kind of as just like an easy way to get the money up front, even if they don't need it. Companies like CMON do this. CMON is a big company that makes a lot of miniature games. They have oodles of money. They could easily push out games on their own every year, but they're basically abusing crowdfunding to get the money up front. And they lure you in to the crowdfunding with stretch goals, with fear of missing out, Kickstarter exclusive miniatures that you won't get in retail. So you can only get them if you back it now. And that's what they use to get backers in. And because they're big companies, you always get their games. You don't need to worry about that. But that kind of brings the smaller companies in trouble, because if they fail at what they are trying to do, then people just destroy them. Now, again, Black Box Adventures hasn't failed because they're still in business. They're still working on the game. They're just extremely slow. Just bad management and probably bad communication with the factories and whatnot. But yeah, so... yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say. I don't know. I did digress quite a lot. So Bart was explaining crowdfunding to students of the university in Delft, I believe. And at some point he says, now, because it's Kickstarter, the backers basically have no rights, right? They're not shareholders, and it's not a shop. You make an investment in good faith, hoping that you will one day get the product that you put money in. But you might not. It has happened. And it doesn't need to be out of malice or people scamming you. It might just simply be because it just didn't work out. And that's a risk you take willingly and knowingly as a Kickstarter backer. So Bart explains to them, of course, this also means that if you have some bad people, they can use Kickstarter to present a fantastic game. Backers pledge a lot of money. They take that money and just leave with it. Sorry, didn't get made. We're gone. It's pretty anonymous on Kickstarter as well. And that can happen. And he was basically explaining that to people just simply because it was basically a seminar about kickstarting and crowdfunding board games. And they took that one little snippet where he says, yeah, bad people can get onto Kickstarter and backers technically don't have rights, so you can just take the money and go. And that's the only bit they cut out and put at the end, making it seem, kind of insinuating that that was their plan. Ugh. When I saw that, that's the last minute of the video. I'm like, man, F you. You stupid, annoying, sensationalist, gutter journalist. That is just so unprofessional. That kind of stuff makes me angry. If you need to get your views by doing this to people who mean well, then you do not deserve a platform on YouTube. Well, yes, Echo, spam the Discord. It's the board game Discord, which is excellent. We're trying to grow that. Okay, enough babble. Let's, and I'm sorry about the rant. I just needed to get that off my chest. Let's go to the table. Here is the table. So, let's see. Calling card. I put this to the side. This is annoying me. I'm gonna put this little book thing there. And by the way, Tony, I don't know if you're still watching. I was eating these. Yes, hydrate. Thank you.
Let's have a little drinky poo.
Menthon. I think it's mirrored, right? Yeah, it's mirrored. Menthon from Tony, which is very nice, extra strong, minty things. Who, what, where? I was having these, Tony, earlier. Yeah, I know it's mirrored, but Menthon. The Aito Alkuperainen Minton Raikasta. I love this Finnish language. It's so funny. I have no idea what it says, but it's fun. I'm trying to pronounce it. And sometimes it actually makes sense. I hope they help you. I didn't have a sore throat, but they're nice. They're good after dinner, when you want to get a fresh taste in your mouth. It's really nice. And I've also been using the xylitol, what is it, fresh mints. These are also on my desk. The janky gums. Bubble gums. The forbidden language. Hey, welcome in, Florian, the raccoon. Someone left their calling card. Yes, we're gonna play this. This is a board game, kind of mystery escape room kind of thing. From Key Enigma, who currently have a Kickstarter for another pop-up, kind of pop-up mystery solving crime scene book. Which looks like a lot of fun. Facebook always makes ads for a food thing, which makes me want to go to Amsterdam one day. Stroopwafel. I mean, if you're going to Spiel this year, Monafe, I don't know if you're interested at all in Spiel. And I'll bring some stroopwafels. Just remind me. If you should go to Essen in October, I'll bring stroopwafels. But my parents once were in Amsterdam, they got attacked by people throwing cans at them? What? Man, what? That seems very strange. I hope they threw them back. Because they were German. They threw cans because they were German? Okay. That seems like a strange reason to throw cans. Well, people are strange, and people are xenophobic and biased, and All right, good. You know what? I'm gonna put on a little music. Let's see, where was the music? I think I have some nice cyberpunky stuff. Let's see. I'll put it really softly. Let's see. How's this? I think I can turn that on. Like this. Is this loud? Or is it like nice, relaxed background music to play a game with? It happens anywhere. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it's just stupid people. I'm a poor manafe. I hope to get a job soon, but the company takes its time to respond. They always do. But they told me in April today would be my first work day, but it's obviously not. It's nice. All right, good. But manafe, contact them. Seriously, if this is a company that you want to work for and you're serious about, contact them. Tomorrow morning, first thing you do. Oh, you did several times? What did they tell you? They don't respond? But if you call them, you got someone on the line, right? I would just ask them, look, they just opened a restaurant. Oh, it's a restaurant, all right. Yeah, I'd just ask them, look, I've applied for a job. Oh, they have no number at the local restaurant yet. Oh, man. That's annoying. And is it far? Can you just go there? Oh, it's the McDonald's restaurant? It's a bigger company, right? Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. It's not as personal. Yeah. If it's like a restaurant with from private owners, then you can just talk to someone and ask them. But, McDonald's, you need to get the manager. And they might not even know because job applications go through higher levels, I guess. Yeah, I can understand that might be a pain. But keep trying. Let them know that you are serious about wanting a job there. Because they probably get a lot of applications. Just... So I don't talk too much. Yeah, okay. If they suggest try again... There has to be someone, who's working on your case, I guess. But, yeah. Stupid companies. All right, let's get started. All right, so, calling card. I hope this is... I know it's a bit diagonal, because that's just where the camera is right there. Gaming, indeed. So it says here, Key Enigma, immersive escape games. Key Enigma presents an escape box that mixes puzzles, narrative, and technology to immerse you in a challenging experience so carefully designed that it will be impossible to distinguish reality from fiction. In this experience, what seems like an average case has turned into a twisted game. You must stop and unmask the terrible plans of a serial killer that has become obsessed with you. Get ready to put your detective skills to the test. It's about 8 hours, so we're not going to finish that today. Interesting. 100 plus challenging puzzles. Oh my god, that's a lot. 6 mysterious envelopes, more than 10. We need web pages. Okay, we can do that. It's replayable even. Oh, interesting. All right. Let me bring my microphone closer, actually. Let me put that right in front of me. I think that's better. Okay, move the cables out of the way here. And can I, maybe I can turn the camera a bit. It's perched on top of my, I don't know, on top of my monitor, so I'm not entirely sure if I can actually make that work. I'll just scooch it over a bit like that, and hopefully you'll see the side of my head still. All right, let's open the box. Here we go. Oh, Calling card. Murder mystery escape game. With a odd Ace of Spades logo there. Spades. Alright, what do we have here? We have here crime scene. What's this? Is that the sticker? A little card. I guess it's a sticker. Let's see if it is a sticker. Yep, it's a sticker. Well, cool. I'll stick that on my sticker book. I have a calling card book that's filled with stickers. Here is one of their other games, Pop-Up Crime, which kind of looks like this, which looks pretty cool. Pop-Up Crime just sounds like another term for street muggings and such. Yeah, it's like a pop-up store, but we do pop-up crime. Calling card, start. All right, this is all fragile. Do not open. Okay. All right, from Bern, Switzerland. Start. And here's some other games. Once again, there you go. I'm gonna put a light on this table because I find the camera to be a little bit grainy. So hang on a second. I think this isn't the best camera, even though it's the same one as my face cam. Get a light. There you go. I hope that works better for the graininess. Kind of, right? Yeah. All right. You could stick that on a public toilet. That's a great idea. I love your evil mind there, Manafe. Slap it on. Crime scene. All right. All right, let's start. All right. Instructions. This is very small writing, so I'm going to hold this a bit closer. All right. And I need to take off my glasses to read these days. Getting old. The Key Enigma team thanks you for your trust placed in this game. We hope you enjoy it and support our next projects. First of all, you must register or log in using the following link, playkeyenigma.com. You will be able to access your investigator account there. If you are playing in a group, use only one account. Once inside, you will have access to your game library. To add calling card, simply enter the code in the activation box. Oh, I got a game key here. All right. You can play chapters on different days. It functions separate escape rooms. Okay. Materials included in the box cannot be opened until you are given permission to do so. Envelopes that you cannot yet open have this symbol, 201, code envelope, and do not open. So this one is one of those. Wait for the characters to tell you the order in which to open them. For those who are more competitive, we have a leaderboard where you can see your time and other investigators as you complete each chapter. There is a digital phone in this game. Whenever you find a phone number, use this and not a real one. That would be funny. If you are having trouble listening to the phone audio, you can read the call transcript on the digital phone's interface. I guess that's the website then. This game is characterized by its immersivity and encourages you to think outside of the box. Don't be afraid to use all the resources available on the internet, email, social media, search engines, web pages, etc. Wow, to solve the task you're faced with. Good luck with your mission. Catch the killer. All right. Oof. Static noise? Yo. Oh, I just noticed. It sounds a bit like an old C64. Oh. Let me... Does this help? I had my phone right next to the microphone. That might have been some interference there. If this makes contact... And, yeah. Is it gone? Yep. All right. So far, yes. Yeah, it's probably that. I've had that happen with my lavalier mics when I was interviewing people and they had their phone in their pocket then it would be static as well. So I'm hoping that it's gone now. But thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, it's calling on the phone. All right. Well, so anyway, we have to be very resourceful. And this guy is missing Roy Merlo. 29 years. Last seen February 20th. So, we got some information on the guy. Start chapter 1. So first I need to go to a website. Let me just do that real quick. And let's see. I need to go to play.keyenigma.com. All right, let's do, yes, the Board Game Heaven email, and then my password here. Yes, it's printed here, so it might be the same for everyone. Did I mistype it? No, wait, that's the game key. I need to... Ah, I see. I need to create an account. That's what that is. Alright. My bad. Misunderstood. I do understand now. Alright. Create account. Welcome. There you go. Raymond is my name. Sure. In English. And there's the activation key. That's where I need to put this. Okay. Okay, that's there. Activate. There you go. Calling card. Yay. Play game. Hop. At the start, only the first chapter will be available. The rest will be unlocked after you've completed the previous chapter. There's a hint system. Yep, same things as in the booklet. Alright. Good. Starts chapter about Roy Merlo. Alright, I'm just gonna read what it says here. Maybe I can actually show this to you. Might be even better. Let me see. That means I will disappear. Or I can put it somewhere else. Let me just try something here. Back when we still had Nokias, yeah. Didn't have a smartphone or even color phone until then. Yeah, I started with a very small Siemens phone, which only had a very tiny screen with just like a digital watch kind of pixel screen, like an early Game Boy kind of. Landline dial-up modems, yeah, those were the best. I always got scared by that last. You mean this modem? Does that work anymore? Did I disable that? That was RDM Havoc's entrance sound. Yeah. Silent did appreciate it at the time, because, yeah. To disable the noise, yeah. It was kind of an annoying noise, but now it's nostalgic. Siemens M30. Red screen. No, I had a different one. I think. It was a blue, tiny little phone, very thick. And it had a green screen with... That was your first. Okay, cool, cool. And then after that, I had one of those flip open ones, you know, with the click, click. That was funny. Oh boy. Old phones. We've gone through so much of technological changes and progress. It's crazy. I lost my train of thought again. Yes, the web. Show me the web Chrome thing. So I need to. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, if I can, I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna just move myself over.
just push buttons. I don't know what they do. I just like... Oh, no! They don't make me live. I just like that they make me... Ah!
Oh, now it's... Okay, boop, there I am. Alright, let's do it like this. You can see the website there and the game there. Hey Ray, hey Ren. I enjoyed your photos from the board game show. Excellent! I'm glad you did. Glad you enjoyed it. On Singular, a defunct carrier here in the States. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes, things have changed so much. Well, let's hope the train is not from the Deutsche Bahn, else it will probably be too late and you'll remember after the stream. Oh no. And yeah, people saying hi. All right, start the chapter. Can you read this or is it too small? I can actually, I guess, press F11 here. Boop. Make it a bit bigger. I mean, I guess on a mobile phone you won't be able to to read this, but I'll read it for you. You keep buying new cameras and my wife is starting to judge me. Oh, I needed to hydrate. Did I not? I might have unconsciously hydrated, but thanks for that as well, Echo. Let's see, I keep getting distracted. Alright, missing. Roy Merlot. The disappearance of a boy catches your attention, and although the police have stopped looking for him, you want to help find him. It seems to be a more mysterious case than it appears. Start the chapter. Go to Teller's news article. Oh, this is just the same thing in Spanish, German, Anleitungen, vermisst, and French and credits. Okay, so this is really all. This is just the start here, and now we're going to the website. All right, good. I don't open this yet. It's already kind of open, I guess. It's just a paper. All right, so I guess I don't touch this then. Okay, it's not actually an envelope. All right, go to the news article. Maybe I should actually put the screen on the big screen and just swap back and forth. I think that's a better idea, actually. Let me just choop, 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 choop. There you go. And then move the Chrome window. I'll lock this one. And then... Oh, why does this not work? Can I move this up? Oh, come on. Oh, I see. Oop. Okay, there you go. And then I'll move this. Hang on. Onto the big screen. And it's widescreen, so it doesn't quite fit the square. Need to move it up a bit. All right, lock that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap back and forth. Then it's bigger and you can actually read it. All right. I can maybe, if I do it like this, still show the cam behind it. Yeah. All right. How do I get a BGH pin, Ren? Good question, my friend. Well, you can get this amazing BGH pin in several ways. You can do it by either becoming a Patreon saint, which I guess is in the socials. There it is. You can become a patron and save up for it. At some point you will have earned the pin and I will ship it to you for free. Or if you're not that patient, you can just buy it from me, and the details are also on the Patreon page. Yes, exactly. How about I just buy it? You can absolutely do that. Just shoot me a message. You can either PM me on Discord or email me at info@boardgameheaven.nl, and you can order multiples. because it saves on shipping. I even have some grade B pins that have minor flaws in the plating. This actually, I think, is one of those. If this is a perfect one, let me see. No, this is a grade B. So the factory the first shipment they shipped me had some plating issues, they called it. I don't know if it will actually be seen. This looks pretty good, right? But if you look very closely at the gold, you might see some parts. You don't see it in the light, but you see it in certain angles. That some pieces kind of like, look, the gold is scratched off a little. You don't notice it if you look at it like this, but I found a good deal of them, and I messaged the factory and they sent me new ones. So I have perfect ones, and I have discounted ones, which you can put on a bag or something, you know, if you think it's gonna get scratched anyway. So that's also an option. I see what you mean. Yeah, exactly. So I put some of those on, like, backpacks or whatever. So they're gonna get scratched anyway, and I kept the good ones for, like, my vest and for backers, of course. Ah, see, there is already an Autobot that tells you of the Patreon page as well. And I will give a few to my friends. That's excellent. Thank you so much. You got a birthday in 6 days, Manafe? I got a birthday in... how many days? Let me check the... It's now the 20th? Well, my birthday is July 4th. So when Ren is watching fireworks. That's my birthday. So we're birthday buddies almost. It's cool. Are you doing a birthday stream, Manafe? Got anything planned? 'Cause that's cool. Yes, we are both crepes. My wife's birthday is in 6 days as well. Wow. So many cancers. I hate that name, by the way. STJ recently said that as well. He's also a Cancer, I think. And it's, I mean, I like crab a lot better. Or lobster or whatever. Papa Echoes in 21 days after yours then. Ah, the 25th. Then that's a Leo. Manafe, you and Inapro are the same day, yes. Not sure. We may aunts. We will eat a steak. We sadly had a family tragedy in the beginning of the month. Aw, man. Oh, because time zones. The 26th. Right on. Excellent. All right, let's check the missing person here. Cables. Let's see. So this is a Flash News website with German and French. Oh, and English as well. Neue Leaks beschmutzen das Image von Montana Nuclear. Okay. Les récentes fuites de données tachent l'image de Montana Nuclear. It's the same thing. Recent leaks tarnished the image of Montana Nuclear, and approximately 100 energy companies suffered serious cyber attacks in just 2 days. Leaks investigation affects senior managers of different companies like Montana Nuclear, Grey Gas, and HDF Bank. Okay. Quand le gros poisson est dévoré par un autre encore plus gros. When a big fish is devoured by another even bigger fish. Ah, there it says, wenn der große Fisch von einem noch größeren gefressen wird. When big fish gets eaten by bigger fish. Discounts on all Natumu products. Is it fun to know languages? I think it's fun to know language. I wish I knew all languages, but that's not really possible. If I had a superpower, just learn all languages, even Klingon. That would be good. All right, Teller's News in English. So, here's the Natumu juice. Not to moo juice. Hey, and mushed potato feed. Look at the mustache. Excellent. The search continues for missing Roy Merlo. Last Monday, it was 3 months since Roy Merlo, a 29-year-old man, disappeared without a trace. The last known sighting of him comes from security camera footage near a bus station. The young man was wearing a green sweater, jeans, and a brown backpack. Alright, do we need to write this stuff down? Kind of feel like we do. Police stopped their search for him after the first month, as an investigation revealed that Roy had serious financial problems. This, in addition to being last seen at a bus station, led authorities to consider the possibility that the young man was fleeing his debtors. But what a few weeks ago was classified by police as a missing man running from his debts is still an ongoing investigation for a father who's still hoping to find his son. That's why Roy Merlo's loved ones have recently printed a new set of missing person advertisements on milk cartons. We hope he is found soon. While you write stuff down, I'm not writing stuff down. Can I give Shama a shout out? I have missed one. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Shout away. Alright, I will grab a piece of paper. I don't know if it's relevant, but I guess...
Hey, listen!
Tony, Jazz Jack Rabbit. Check out that awesome cutscene. Nice. So Roy had a green sweater. I don't even know if this is relevant. Jeans. And a brown backpack. And it's been 3 months. And he had debts. Alright. Writing it down. Okay. Well. Update. After reading the comments on this article, we have realized that the ad was not posted originally by the family, and they are very confused. We apologize for the inconvenience we caused. So that's odd. So somebody else paid for those ads. Date 20 February. That's when he went missing. February 20th. So it's now March, April, May. So it's May. Well, last Monday. I don't know what day it is now, of course. But it's at least May 21st then, I guess. If that is relevant. Alright. Comments, indeed. What a shame. I hope to find him soon. I'm his father, and we did not start the milk carton ads. We do not know who has been doing this, and we are very concerned. If anyone knows anything or wants to help us, I'm active 24/7 in this chat. Okay, we'll check that out. I won't stop until I find him. I wish the family all the best. He's clearly run away. Very wrong of police to close the case. Yeah. My sympathies to the family. Best of luck. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a game. You can actually comment. That's... Well, how odd. Okay. Alright. You can actually click these as well. That's odd. And this is in German, though. That's kind of weird. Manafe gives permission. Yeah, go ahead. So many... That's kind of... I wonder if all of these archives work. So yeah, if this is March, indeed, it is March. So there's no January, 24 then. Which is, yeah, unfortunate. Alright, let's check out this page. Missing Roy Merlot. Yeah, it's just the same here. He is a happy guy, and we want him to come home. We are desperate. Anyone has information? I'm grateful to see that someone else is willing to help me find my son. Instant. Are you up to date with what's happened? Have you read the article published in the newspaper? Well, yeah. We just did. Excellent. If you need to see it again, type news and I'll send it to you. Okay. For now, there are only 3 of us. You, me, and Erica, a top journalist who wants to cover the case. My conscience won't let me leave this unsolved, says Erica. It's outrageous that the police have put this case aside. I'm not giving up. I'm going to put all my efforts into the case. That's why I've programmed a special phone. There we go. Phone. Correct. Can you see the yellow bubble on this page? Yes, that's there on the bottom. You may have to close the chat to see it. No. Clicking on it will open a digital phone that I've prepared. The investigation could get dangerous, so it's best to use a phone that they can track. It can also distort your voice, so you can be recognized. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with this game so far. Being, you know, this website, this is well done. It distorts your voice so you can be recognized. Understood. I'm aware that my son had financial problems and that they may have caused him to flee. But that ad on the milk cartons, I didn't make it. So who was it? My theory is that one of his debtors is looking for him. I mean, that makes sense, right? If they find him, this could all end very badly. I will find him, we say. We need to find out who commissioned the ad. Let's find out as much as we can about the milk carton. If you find any clues, send them to us on here. If you can't find anything, type help and we'll pool our ideas. Okay. And what was the other word that we could type? We could type news, just for seeing the news article again. Let me click this and try that out. Okay. Wow. Try here to speak on the phone. Type here to speak on the phone. Oh, with a different... Ah! So you can use Brian, I guess. That would be cool. Okay. Well, I can't type yet. What happens if you call 911? Well, I mean, it's a website, right? We can try. But we... Yeah. Nope. That doesn't work. Yeah, you can do Brian. Who you gonna call? Alright. What was the number in Monkey Island again? It was, 1... Oh, clear. 1-8... Oh, no, clear. 1... Oh, come on, clear. 1-800. And then Star Wars. STARWARS. I guess it doesn't work if they don't pick up the phone. Alright, that's cool. So, I mean, do I now... I can only open envelopes when they tell me to. So I can't do that yet. Well, I guess I'll take news first. Right, that's the link to the news page again. Yeah, okay. That's just the same page. Okay, that works then. Alright. Let's look... Well, this is a year back, so there wouldn't be anything. Is there anything else on March? It's about art. This is about... Rumors about a barrow. Musical stars. Oh. Artists. I mean, this might actually B clues. Let's just read them, because why not? Alright, hundreds of artists are struggling to make ends meet and are almost broke. Maybe Milo was an artist, I don't know. They do everything they can to sell their art, claim that nobody generally understands them. Works with such a deep meaning that the average public... I'm moving the camera from back a bit. Blah, blah, blah. That the average public does not appreciate them. This is the opinion of artists like Michel Boulard, who has been trying for years to sell his works. They have even told me that shit or stones would decorate their house better. Okay? They don't understand it, they don't see the meaning. But public opinion suggests otherwise. All abstract art is garbage. They are meaningless work, my child could do it better, and don't tell me that it has a hidden meaning. I asked the author directly what it meant, and he was unable to tell me. Art critics Johan Lien support both sides. On the one hand, that most people do not appreciate abstract or deeper art. On the other hand, that sometimes they must be right, as with the works of Michel, it was earlier, Boulard. They're all useless rubbish. What do you think? Leave us your opinions. Blah, blah, blah. Link to another article. Alright. I mean... I wonder how much they wrote here for this website. With all this this history here, these archives. Oh my gosh. They just take some space, I want to throw it away, blah de blah, about the product. Someone has found a use for these things we all want to get rid of, and it's drug related. These objects usually go unnoticed, and many things can be hidden inside them, including drugs. After a while, the police noticed that products were being sold at exorbitant prices, whereas not long ago they were worth practically nothing. An organized group was in charge of hiding the drugs there, and other traffickers bought these useless objects. They even sold stones. Police believe that these groups have now become more cautious and are encouraging citizens to report anyone they discover buying foreign objects at a premium price to the police. I think we need to remember this. You can search the police database yourself in case that person has a record. Let's do that. We can go to the police database. Now we're getting somewhere. Search a name. Roy Merlo. Submit. 0 results found. Okay, he's not a criminal. Alright, well, that's... Okay. Can we go back? I guess with backspace? Huh. Back. Just use the back key. Alright. Can you share the link of the website, or can you only access it if you have to? Yeah, I needed to enter a key. It's a website. But hey, tell me where to go and I'll do it, you know? We'll just try this together. You are most welcome to backseat, of course. We're playing this together. Alright. Back. Yeah, the barrow. I want to... The rumors... I think it's here, right? The rumors about a barrow. Okay. Another controversy involving musical stars. This time we find the member of a band who has gone down the wrong path. Drugs, alcohol, and gambling, building up a debt bigger than one can keep up with. The most remarkable and characteristic feature of this case is that it is said that it involves someone, I guess, from the millionaire Barrow family. That's what it means about the Barrow. These are only rumors, as it has not been confirmed due to the fact that the person is using a stage name. Okay. If true, it would be a huge stain on the family's reputation. So there's a Barrow family member. Let's write that down. Barrow person is, I guess, a band member. Big debt. Drugs. Gambling. Okay. Alright. That might be a clue. Can I click the ads web page? I can. This is like in GTA where you go into the web cafes. Dark magic for sale. Oh. Okay, I think this is about their other game. Breathtaking. Look at all the memes. Cool. That's funny. I approve of the mustaches on this website. Breathtaking. Isn't banning what? I don't always do memes, but when I do, it becomes marketing success. Alright. 3 most popular Kickstarters games. You'll be shocked by the number 1. It's their own, isn't it? Yep. Key Enigma, hang forward. Of course this. Summer and Mara. And Moon. Interesting. I think I've heard of this, but maybe there's another game called Moon. This looks real, though. That's pretty cool. Alright. Black Magic for sale. The mushed potato feed. This might actually be helpful. A creepy house. Cursed objects. Ritual relics. Blah blah. Uh-huh. House Plawn. Spooky Origins. Oh, hey, look. Hey. From the Wallapop marketplace site, he is selling any items with a dark and spooky origin. The objects are reaching surprisingly high sell prices, since they are original and bizarre artifacts, or they're filled with drugs, as we just learned. Haha. Okay. But we can't find the items where they are being sold, but we'll check this. Oh. Well. Okay. I don't know what to enter here. Where was it? Victor. Yeah, it doesn't really say. Damn it. But if we could try the Wallapop marketplace, should we try that? Gonna try that. Okay. Oh, they actually made tabs for the things. Okay, that's handy. All right. Wallapop. No, with a U, right? Wallapop. Damn it, Google. Mushed potato feed. That's this website. There is no Wallapop website. Damn. Nope, it's just a mushed potato feed. That's a shame. So I guess that's a dead end. Wallapop Marketplace. I'll try this. Is there an actual Wallapop Marketplace? I'm starting to wonder. I have no idea. Doesn't ring a bell. Okay. So that's not it. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't work. There's the telenews again. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna type help. Maybe this is a kind of tutorial kind of bit where you need to. I've been looking at the milk cartons and I found out they belong to a company named Natu Mujus. Yes, we saw that too. We should investigate them. If you can't find anything, type hint to. Okay, Natu Mujus. Maybe we can ask them who wanted the They have a website. Freshly squeezed milk juice. Not too moo juice. This is hilarious. Let's see. Can we contact them? Can we actually send them an email? That was so odd. Anyway, so, do we want to read this? 100% committed to the happiness of our cows. Not Too Moo was born in 1961 in a small rural village and has grown rapidly since without compromising the quality of its milk, its humble origins, or the care of its cows. At Not Too Moo, it has always been clear that in order to achieve a good product, a careful process must be a priority from our farms and fields to suppliers of our products. Furthermore, Not Too Moo has a strong commitment to the environment, which is why our packaging is 100% organic and eco-friendly. In addition, we advocate for local and sustainable consumption, thus reducing energy costs and making the final product that reaches your mouth of optimal quality. Okay. Right. This is all great. Oh boy. Contact. Yes! Senior Vice President, President, CEO, Customer Service. Oh, there's a number. There's a customer service number, which is of course not a real number, but I copied this. Oh, you know what? I guess I bet I have to type it, so I need to write it down. Okay, let's do this. Ah, interesting. Not Too Moo plus 0 941071. This is cool. All right. Let's see. This is commitment, I guess. Yeah, this is the same story. Then we have. Oh, story is also okay. Products. That's just the bottom of the same page, and context. Yeah, okay. It's all on one page. Okay. We're going to make a call. Plus 0 941 071. Boop. Can you hear this? Yes. Yes. Well, that sucks. We'll have to try again, I guess. In a minute. Oh, I get a little listening. Oh, that was short. Well, this is annoying. Hello. No, who ordered the missing persons ad about Roy Merlo? Fine. Oh, come on. Okay, the SKU 0629 1998. Yes. Advertisement. Advertisement. Then why did you suggest? Hello? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yep. Oh. SKU number. Nope. All right. That's pretty fun. This is clever. Okay. So now we write an email. It's excellent. All right. Let's can I just click here? Do I get does it actually open an email? No, I need to email to that specific person, of course. Not to moojuice. Yeah, not to moojuice.com. That's correct. So how do I email with this page? Or do I just actually send an email? That seems a bit odd. But maybe they have a bot setup. Shall I just try it? I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna do that on another browser though. I'm gonna do that here. All right. Create an email. I'm now creating an email to Daniel. This is hilarious. At not2moojuice.com. That is an existing email address. Advertisement milk in the subject. Advertisement milk. Hello, Daniel. I am investigating the disappearance of... I am so horribly bad at remembering a name. Roy Merlo. Roy Merlo. I would like to know who ordered the missing persons advertisement on the milk cartons. SKU 0629 1998. Because it was not his parents! Exclamation mark. Thank you for assisting us in this matter. Period. Alright. I'm gonna send this, and we'll see what happens. This is odd. I'm actually sending a real email. Hopefully, we'll get a response. Unless I'm missing something here. This is so odd. Okay. Because this doesn't have a built-in email service, right? Because you just kind of expect that. Menu. Yeah, don't be scared to use your email. Social media, search engines, maps, different websites. Okay. Okay. Weird. Oh, I actually got a reply! Ah! Oh my god. I got an email back! Oh my god, you get a link. Ah! Oh my gosh. Well, how do I do this? I can't really... I mean, I guess I could drag my window, but there's other emails in here, so I don't know. Let's see. I'll just read what it says, okay? Lena already told me that you're looking for information about the missing man. I will send you information about the advertisement and a higher quality photo. So I get a Google Drive link, of course. Not to Moojuice. It will appear on the whole milk brick product, 330 milliliters. Yeah, it just says production order confirmation is checked, tag design is checked, production is checked, distribution is checked. So all of those steps have been done and it's been publicized. We've seen the carton. Name is Merle O'Brien. There's more information at Brian Games Fate. Is that... No, that's a new website. But this is an image. I'm gonna type that in here then. Tiny.cc. It's Brain Games Fate. Brain Games Fate. Odd. And then it says there's a picture of Roy with the name and years and that he's male. And there's a phone number. Is that this number? No, he's got a phone number. Oh, excellent. Roy. That's +0 492 352. And again, the website that I just entered. All right, let's enter that. Wow. Oh, we get a puzzle. Yay. Fun times. Hope this helps, says Daniel from Natumu Juice. And a link. Oh, here it... Oh, I can actually show you this. This is what I got here. Ah, excellent. This is so clever. I love it. This is next gen right here, yeah. It's good, isn't it? So this is the mail I got, or the attachment of the mail, which I just read out. And it actually has a clickable link, so I didn't need to do that. This is what was printed. If you can identify... Is that an F? No, it's an L. Because this is an F. If you can identify this person, report any information you may have to this number. And oh, no, okay, so that's the number we call if we have information. So that's the people who posted it. We call them. Markup of the final tag is here. Oh, and they ripped that off. See? They ripped that off here on this picture because I found it odd that the bottom was ripped. But it has the number. Oh my gosh, it's so clever. Alright, let's do the puzzle. It seems like we've all managed to get to the same place. Erica says, yes, I also sent an email requesting the information. While looking at the document, I saw the website and came rushing here. But before we continue, I have to confess something. What? Is Erica the killer? At first, I thought that you might be the one who put the ads on the milk cartons and that you joined us to sabotage our investigation. Now I see I was wrong and you've helped us get here. I'm going to write an article about our research and I'd like to include you in it. What would you like me to call you? Raymond! I'm gonna grab a drink. You want me to call you Raymond? I just told you I did. Or do we want a different name, chat? Wow. Yeah, let's just stick with Raymond. Perfect, Raymond. There should be some clues here that will lead us to the person we're looking for. This website belongs to them, right? It's very strange. It's like they want to test us. It's almost as if someone knew we would be investigating this case further and that we'd end up here. Is someone turning my son's disappearance into a game? When I catch who's behind this, I won't be able to take responsibility for my actions. Let's focus. Right, excuse me. Let's focus on the case. We can investigate the website for now. We have 6 images here, and each one looks like an enigma. Let's remember the most important thing right now. We have the phone number of the person who commissioned the ad. We do. I have just enabled our digital phone on this website, so it will be easier for us to proceed with our research. I will investigate. Well, let's read a puzzle first. Oh, at the moment, I'll focus on the puzzles on this website. It seems like each one results in a word that fits into the crossword below. Yes. To the left. Let me know which one you want to start with and we'll get to it. I'm going to focus on the phone number. When you want to investigate it, select phone. We'll solve this together. If you get stuck on a puzzle and want to change, type select puzzle. Okay. They are numbered? Yes, they are. So this is 2, 6, 4. Here's the guy. 3, 1, and 5. And then there's this. So 1 and 2, either horizontal or vertical. You want to discover the truth? Truth is a word. It's easy. Find the passwords and tell them to me one by one in the correct order. I'm waiting for your call. I guess I need to call with the password, otherwise... So we'll try this. Well, this, number 5, kind of looks to me like Alice in Wonderland, because there's the Mad Hatter, there's the Cheshire Invisible Cat, there's the bunny who's always late, there's the tea party, and Alice in Wonderland was written by... What was his name again? And feel free to help. I can, of course, Google it, but I know the name because it's such a well-known book. Of course, right now, I see Lewis... Something with Lewis. Am I correct? C. Lewis something? Maybe... Oh, Lewis Carroll? Lewis... Carroll? Isn't it Lewis Carroll? I'm gonna look it up now, but I think it's Lewis Carroll. Hopefully. Oh, I'll look it up here. Alice in Wonderland. Just give me a... Not... yeah, Lewis Carroll. Yes, aha! Yes! 5. Oh, can I enter? Should you find the author of the book that's in this image? Yes, I know it. Reminds something, but I can't remember. Can I please say Lewis Carroll? Carroll. Yes. Alice in Wonderland. Yes, indeed. Written by Charles Ludwig Dodgson, better known as Lewis Carroll. I did not know that. Okay, do you fill it in? Can I... Oh, this is not where I fill it in. This is odd. Yeah, okay, then it just repeats. Damn it. Okay. Alright, but I can't... No, this is just an image, okay. Alright, that's kind of odd. I kind of wanted to check things off, or, you know... But anyway, we know Lewis Carroll. But what will, you know, come out of this then? Find the passwords and tell them to me, correct? Or I'll just write it down then. Fine, I'll take my notepad. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5. Is Lewis Carroll. Alright, what else do we have? We have from... Oh, this is easy. Sad to happy, sun and moon. This is up, so this is down. Number 1 is down. So that's horizontal, down. Okay. So if that is down, then the 2 starts with a D. Let's go to number 2. So if we start with a D here, right, and we have these degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 360, etc. And we have these numbers. So we need to make a word out of this, starting with a D. Let's see. If we start with 90 degrees, from the D, we could go left or right. I guess DT doesn't make sense, so DA then. So, duh. Then 225 degrees. That is 180 plus 45. Doesn't that just take me back. 180 from here is half a circle. And then another 45, right? Four, five, six. Yeah, that's 360. So we get here again. I mean, maybe it is. So DAD could be. Then 45 degrees. Well, S or O. But if we're going that way, then S. It doesn't make sense because this goes that way. That's 315. Is it D again? No, 360. Yeah. That would be the D again. That's D. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. But yeah, we don't need to necessarily use all of them. Okay, so DADSD. D, again with 360. That makes no sense. 270 is 3/4. And then 180 is an A. And this again. And 45. No, this does not make sense at all. I'm doing it wrong. Anyone else got ideas here for this puzzle? Maybe if I go the other way. Well, I'm sure it needs to start with a D. All right. So we got D. Then we got. If I start here and go that way with the direction, well, then you have DS. Whereas if I go the other way, then it's DO. Let's try that. DO with this one. Then 225. I mean, I need to make a circle and put the degrees in because this is brewing my brain. All right, so 0, 90, 180. Then it's 270. And then it's 360. This is 45. This is 135. This is 225, and this is 45, 315. Okay, put down a basic. It's of course it's mirrored, but I put down a circle there with the degrees to help a bit. So D. Oh, maybe they just want us to not to move, but to just look at the circle. So then 90 degrees. If we start with D, then you wouldn't need a starting thing, right? This is 0. Then 90 degrees is T. I'll try that too. So T, 225 is C. That doesn't make sense. 45 is O. 315 is S. 360 is D again. 270 would be A. 180 would be R. 225 again would be C. And 45 would be O again. Yeah. Well, TCOS Darko. That doesn't make sense. How many letters were they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9 though, so I'm sure that this 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. TCOS Darko, but that's not really a word. Cause Darko. Okay, so if I do the actual walking around the circle and I start with a D, that would be 90. Maybe this is 90 then. Okay, let's try that. If this is 90, then the word would be D. 225 is E. Oh, that might be it. E. 45 is S. Des. 315 is C. Desk. Ah. This is making sense. We just need to rotate it 45 degrees. Or 90 degrees. Because that's where you start. And we know that D is where you start. 360 is then to the left is A. Descartes. Descartes, maybe? Descartes. It's gonna be Descartes. Which is a philosopher. Hey, Draconic Dude, we are doing really cool puzzles. No, truly. This is actually pretty interesting. A. Then 270 degrees is, in this case, the bottom one. That's, yeah, Descartes. And then 180 is to the right. It's a T. Yes. 225 is the E again. Descartes. And the final one should be 45. Yeah. There we go. Haha, I cracked it. God damn. So, puzzle 2. No, the puzzles are doing us in. I cracked it. I just got back from picking up groceries for some friends and I'm cooling off, or trying to. Excellent. This was a clever puzzle. I like that. This is one that gets you thinking. We still need to do the rest, but so we've managed to... Oh, I'm gonna write this down. Descartes. So I'm gonna tell them that I fixed 1 and 2. So 1 was, of course, this one, simple one. Are we supposed to get a word from this? Yes. Sun, moon, happy, sad. What's relation between them? So, down is the word. Great work. The first word is down. Yes, that wasn't too hard. Okay, so now we have the second one. We can at least check if it's correct, but I'm sure. A circle, letters, and numbers. Yes. With this bit of information, we should be able to get the password. If you're having trouble, type out. Okay, well, I figured it out. It's Descartes. We've gotten the second password, Descartes. Descartes. Let's get on with the next one. Okay, so they basically just confirm. They don't really do anything else unless you type help, which is fine. Oh, this is funny. This is like ASCII text, and maybe if you use this in a font, in a certain font, it's also a word. Well, if this is Descartes, DESCE from A from Carol, of course, RTES. So this is an E here. So the sixth word, 6 letters, and the second one is an E. So we know now, oh, this is excellent. We know now that the second word, which is this thing here, this symbol is an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7 letters though. This only has 6. So that doesn't work then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Okay. What if we draw lines? Can we draw a line? No, we can't. I can, but you won't be able to see it. I'm gonna just take a screenshot. Yeah, you won't be able to see that. Whoop. But I'm gonna draw a line from these symbols, connecting these symbols. There is this tool where you can draw over your OBS thing. I've seen people do it. You're gonna be lurky though. I'm tired. Well, have a good rest, Manafe. Thank you so much for the lurks. Can we do those with the smiley? We already did. The smiley one was simple. This was just sad and happy, sun and moon, up and down. And this was the Alice in Wonderland Lewis Carroll one. So that's done. None of his relatives will see Roy Merlo alive again. If you want to insist on finding him at whatever price, try to decipher the language of the hidden password. If you see it as an impossible task, simply change it to one you understand. But yeah, that's what I thought. You just need to change this font into a normal letter font and you'll know what this means. But I can't copy paste this. This is an image. So that's annoying, and I don't know what that font is. But let me just do this one first. So I start here, then I go to... I spy that there are blue regular ballpoint letters in here. So if I draw a line from this symbol to that symbol, it's what's in between. So from here to here, we come across an S. I'm gonna just do that real quick here. S. Then we're gonna go to the flag. The flag, where's the flag? It's to the right, that's an E. This is puzzle number 6. S-E. Wait a second. Yeah, this is an E. That's correct, because we knew that was an E. S-E. Then I need to go from the flag to the little pyramid thingy here, which is below it, which means I cross a C. Secret, is it going to be secret? Then I need to go to the triangle, which is to the left, passes the R. Yep. Then I need to go to this thing, which is up here, and it passes another E. Yep, secret. That's simple. And then to the double dash, which is to the right, and that's the T. Already figured it out after a couple of letters. So word 6 is secret. All right. We can confirm that, of course. I can see a lot of symbols with letters, yes. I understand that we need to follow a pattern, which will end up creating word. Yes, it's secret. You stupid person. I see by following the path of symbols below and joining the letters together, we get the word secret. We do indeed. Alright. So that's 6 cracked. Secret. So this is an E. And this is an O from Lewis Carroll. So dot O on 3. Dot O. Dot. E. Dot. Let's see what 3 brings us. 3 is this. The Chinese or the Lunar New Year, I guess. The constellations or whatever they're called. Year of the ram and the year of the tiger and the year of the rabbit. So we need to figure out which years was what. Well, that is something I'm going to have to Google. So, Lunar New Year animals. There's probably a wiki page about that. Zodiac signs, that's the word. So, 2016 was the year of the monkey. Okay, so I put on the M, I guess. I think 2004, let's confirm that, was the year of the monkey. Damn it. No, so it's not MM. Oh, but it could be monkey. The word could be monkey. 1992, year of the monkey. 1980, year of the monkey. And it's all the year of the monkey. Well, that was easy. So the word is monkey. Because that has an O and an E at the right spots. Well, that was relatively simple. A lot of animals and a few numbers. Yes. Chinese zodiac. Right now I can't see a relationship between you. Come on. Monkey. Monkey. Monkey is the third password. The dates on the image are all from the year of the monkey on the Chinese zodiac. Yay! Good. Alright. That leaves us with word 4. Lewis. So that's an I. Dot, dot, dot. I, dot. Okay. And we need to find. So this is a lot more symbols than letters, because we need 5 letters. Huh. Let me think. Can we see something like in the negative space of this, maybe? If you want to insist on finding it at whatever price, try to decipher the language of the hidden password. If you see it as impossible, simply change it. Maybe upside down? I'm a bit stumped on this one. So if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to help out. Think. Changing it to a language we understand better. Come on, you computer nerds! Help me out here. What could this mean? This number 4 pattern here. 5 letters, and the 4th one is an I. It's probably very simple, but I think that'll help. Maybe if I use Google Lens. Does that not work? I do it like this. Well, you get all kinds of stuff that doesn't really help. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. I'm gonna see if they can give me a hint. I have no idea what things means. Oh, you can copy paste this? It's an undecipherable language. How come you can actually copy paste this? What? Huh. Well, you seem to see something different than I do, my friend. That is weird. That's completely different. What? Let me put that in Google. Unicode characters. Alright. Well, that helps. Unicodes. Does this help? Huh. Okay. But the hash thing. Is it 1? Oh my gosh. That's very strange. Because this is completely different from what Merlot pasted here. What am I missing here? Oh my gosh. This doesn't work either, because this has really strange graph with just numbers and yeah, box drawings, block elements. very strange. This is not helping me. I need to know what this means. Can I somehow translate this? It's Unicode characters. This doesn't help me either. No. Okay, sorry. It's I mean, doesn't mean anything. What? They don't stand for words or letters. Yeah, I know. I understand it's a language, but how do I translate? Maybe. Well, I don't have Unicode. Do I have Unicode in Word? Okay, I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna copy this and put that in void, which you can't see, of course, because it isn't capturing. And then I'm gonna turn that into... Oh, that doesn't work. Damn it. I just wanted to turn that into Arial, but that doesn't work. No. Because it's not a font. It's Unicode, and that is different. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm stumped. I need help. I need help with this one. Otherwise, I'm just gonna type help here, because I don't know. Help. I have no idea what this means. This text isn't English, or even I know it's Unicode. We should try to change it. How? If you can't decrypt the image. I mean, it's Unicode. I know that. I'm gonna go for hint 2 if nobody else has any suggestions. Let's try to change the language of the web page. What? But it's an image. Oh, not so fast. So the web page, see if we can make it more understandable. Okay. Okay. Can I do that? Where can I? What? I don't have that bar. I don't have that bar, my friend. Oh, my Chrono's still running, I see, I think. No, it's not. Oh. Whatever. See, there should be a bar here with language. I don't have that. Can I do that in my browser? Translate. Ah. But this is an image. It's not going to translate the image. Well, okay, let's try Dutch. Yeah, it just does the text. That's what it does. What? Am I missing something? I must be missing something very obvious here. But this, people, is an image. I can select it. This entire thing here is an image. So changing the language of the page is not going to help. So I'm going to type solution. I'm sorry. I cracked all the puzzles. I changed the language of the page to this. I don't have that option. Do I? No. Andere taal. Let's select a different language. Okay, I'm scrolling. You can't see that, but I'm scrolling through all the languages here of the world. It does not have Unicode. This is why puzzles are bad. Okay. No, I'm honestly. I can translate into any language. But not what they are saying here. I mean, why did I get this? From doing this, I understood the password is Rubik. But, because they said, I have no idea what this means, these 5 symbols. But this isn't 5 symbols. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 symbols or something. I have no idea. What? I'm gonna make a screenshot of this and ask the designer. I'm gonna... This annoys me. Alright. Saying that... yeah, this makes no sense. But it's Rubik, apparently. I still don't understand why. There's something wrong here with this. I mean, am I not seeing something? Is there maybe something hidden here? No. No. Here it says language. Oh my god, it's on the page itself. And then it has this. Enough. Okay. Well. That's dumb. You have to scroll all the way up. If you have this on... Oh, you do see it, actually. Yeah, it's kind of hidden behind. You can't actually click it. Yeah, okay. Well, yes, that was very well hidden. Okay, well, let's use the phone then. We got all the passcodes. Jeez. +0. That could have been done better, I think. At least put the language button in clear view. 492 352. Well. Down. Get down! Yep. What? What? Not in the right order. But... Do I need to see him in this order? Well, it could be. So that would be 5 is first. Lewis Carroll. And then 1. Down. And then 3. 3. Lewis Carroll. Down monkey. Rubik. Descartes, and secret. Okay. I guess. Call. So then the first word. Put the phone. Doesn't he pick up a second time? Kind of sucks. Hello? So what am I supposed to do now? What? Okay, this makes no sense. Have you called it yet? Yes, but... Yes, I have that number. Yes, he hung up. It's very strange. They told me that they've already found him. It doesn't make any sense. Let's try calling again. Okay. No. I can't anymore. Well, that sucks. Everything is numbered. Yeah, you didn't do it in the right order. Man. Ah. Because he says, who is this? And then you say Lewis Carroll. Which kind of makes sense. But let me just call you again. They didn't pick up for me either. They must be able to see that we're calling from this phone, so they don't want to pick up. In addition, I just looked at the start of the text on the website. It seems that they want us to tell them the passwords from their web puzzles, yes. But what order should we say them in? Well, duh. I think it must be related to the strange amount of beeps we hear. Oh. Indeed. There's different numbers of beeps. Okay, so now we need to listen. Oh my god. Right, fine. Four. 2. 3. 5. 1. 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. So it's not the order of the pictures. All right. And how can we get them to respond again? If you can't think of what to do next, ask me for help and I'll think of something. Intrigue. Yeah, the beeping was as being a stalking sim. Yeah, back in the 90s. Well, how can we get them to respond again? Clear our cookies? I don't know. 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 6. Can we call anonymously? Yeah, okay. How can we make them pick up the phone again? Although this phone is untraceable, the same fake number will appear for whoever we call. We should think of a way to hide our number so the other person doesn't recognize us and picks up. On the other hand, if we manage to call them successfully, the password might be related to the order of stranger. Yes, I know. So, is there a way to call anonymously? Hide our, how does one hide their number? Is it hashtag something? Is that a universal thing? Hiding your phone number. How to look at it right now? Enter *67. *67. *67. Is that universal? Or is that an American thing? Because I never heard of that. but I'm not an expert. Okay. But there's no star. There's no star. There's just a hashtag. So I guess that's off. Hashtag 67 plus 0 492352. Nope. Okay, that's not it then. Well, I don't know. Does anybody know? Any smart people in here who know how to manage to call someone to hide your number? How do you hide your number? Take your voice and call anyone in the world. Oh! Ah! It actually says here. Incognito mode. Hashtag 42. Well, there we go. Hashtag 42. It's on the info thing, which I completely missed. Need to look better. Plus 0 4 9 2 3 5 2. Call. There we go. Look, this is Rubik. Well, Rubik Descartes. Descartes. Monkey. Lewis Carroll. I mean... I gotta. Down, boy. Should I stop? This guy sounds genuinely scared, and this is starting to sound like Saw, you know, like he's got to do something horrible if we say the last word. But otherwise, we can't progress. I don't see any other way. No. No. What? What? What's it gonna do? I'm sorry to interrupt the investigation. Is Eric got a killer? Do you remember when I mentioned earlier that I was writing an article about research? Can you remind me of the name you wanted me to use? Yeah, my name. Weird. I used the right one, but the worrying thing is, among the comments, someone claims to be the person responsible for all this and has uploaded a link to a live stream that will begin shortly. What? I'm joining it right now. What does this bastard think they are? Who does? Here's the article they wrote. Or I wrote, okay. Yeah, so we did all this. Raymond is the key to the investigation of the disappearance of Roy Merlo. What was a few weeks ago classed as a case of voluntary disappearance due to deaths by police has not ended with the hope of the father in finding his son. Brian Merlo did not stop the search for Roy, and despite coming to a standstill, events over the past few hours have been able to advance the investigation. An anonymous source published a missing persons poster for Roy on the side of a dairy product. Not knowing who did this, it was believed that those who caused Roy to flee were also looking for him. That's why Brian created an investigation group, whose most recent member, Raymond, has been key to deciphering the origin of the advertisement, which uncovered a disturbing website. There, Raymond remains of vital importance to help solve the hidden mysteries of this website. What's this all about? Someone trying to help? Someone responsible for Roy's disappearance? Is it just a sick joke? We continue to investigate. And then the reply says, looks like you're getting somewhere. In this case, very mysterious. It's selfish for wanting this guy back at your side, though it was evident that he fled on his own accord. Here are the consequences. Oh no. The case is more mysterious than it seems. The police should investigate this first, so we'll click this. BGH. Hello, what are we waiting for? Yo, yo, yo! Hey, Ray's here! Ha ha ha! Music. What puzzle? What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh. Dark. Lie, lie, says Merlo. Dude. Key Enigma. Yay. Okay. You finished chapter 1! We did it! Congratulations. Oh, excellent. Now we can unlock chapter 2, which I will do another time. I don't know if I will actually stream it, though. But it is cool. I might actually just stream all of this, because it is really cool. But chapter 2 with this game? There's quite a few chapters. There's 8 chapters here. So, and I need to work tomorrow, so it's 10 o'clock right now, so I need to get ready to go to bed. But after that Unicode mishap, that's just one thing. It was just hidden behind the chat that I could change the language. I just didn't see it. Otherwise, I would have seen it. But it was, yeah. I just got confused. It was cool to see, though, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed, actually. This is quite ingenious. It's quite creative, I would say, for a, just an escape room game kind of thing. It's next gen, yeah, I like it. It's better than a box with a deck of cards that you need to read and go through and then solve puzzles that way. Those are fun, but this is something else. So, impressive. And again, if you're interested, is this the recent one? This is the recent one. You can actually get their latest one on Kickstarter and all the previous ones as well. Right there. And also, if you just want to go to their web store. Oh, that's, yeah, let me just show you that. Not in not in mirror image. Just put this back where it was. They have a discount right now for their web store where they have all of their games. Calling card is right there. They have a whole bunch of them. Different difficulties. And there's the Cyberpunk one that I also have. And you get 10% off by using code KICKBACKER. Which, I mean, this is a Spanish company, so if you're in the EU, that's that'll be fine. If you're outside of the EU, you might want to do it on the Kickstarter, actually, because I guess that's better shipping-wise. Because otherwise you'd have to pay import fees and stuff like that. Dusty. All right. Well, that was chapter 1 of Calling Card Murder Mystery Escape Game. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I really enjoyed that so far. I'm definitely finishing that game. And I'll try to do it on stream. If it takes too long, I might have just finished it myself. But I need to somehow save this. Oh, I can just log in, right? All right, Google Chrome. This is Google Chrome. Can I save it somehow? Let me see. Yeah, you can just log out. There's language setting here. Okay, there's not much else. I guess it saves it. Thanks for a spontaneous board game stream. Board game. Yes, you are most welcome. Otherwise, I would have had game night, so I thought I'd just do game night with you guys. Right? Hey, presto! I didn't even see you in there. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go look. I'm gonna try and if I refresh the page. Yes, it does remember.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Presto.
Let's try to kill this bastard. Go! Oh my god, that tank went by himself alone.
Oh no. Silly tank. Boink. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Who's on? Who are we following and who's on? Let me refresh. And who haven't we rated in a while, perhaps? Oh, there's so many people on. RM Havoc is also on. Let's see. Oh, so many people. Let's see who's on. Tech is on. Pasta Blunger is on. Jogresk is on. One Up Jack is on. Shadowcone Chris is on. Fraswar, Billiam Babel. Let's see. Billiam Babel, many raids. I knew it. One Up Jack, one raid. Jogresk. Jogresk. Have I never raided Jogresk before? Alright. We could do that. What's he streaming? Wing Commander, which is pretty cool. Ari Maverick's playing Outcast. Tech is doing Oblivion. Geneva Lee is doing Space Week. So many people. Yeah, let's do Jogresk. I don't think I've ever raided Jogresk, but I've been there. but I haven't raided, so I'll just quickly check to see if he's... oh, he's been on for 4 hours, but... Is he still playing? He's messing about with his joysticks. And I got an ad, so I need to wait until the ad is gone, but I can see him on the little screen. He's... doesn't look like he's ending, but he's not playing anything either. Oh no, he said. Oh no, he is. Oh damn it! Says thank you for protecting the galaxy. Have a good night, Jaw. Great stream. Okay, so he's ending. Ah, oh, damn it. Well, someone else then. You know what? Let's check out Billy and Babel. He's a friend. He's doing funny, chibi monsters now, and he's got the ponytails going on. All right. Yeah, he's just ending. Oh, he's at an affiliate anniversary. Yeah. Ah, that would have been nice to have congratulated him, but if he's ending, that's not much of a point. Sad. Anyway. Okay. Billy and Babel it is, because Bill is always fun. All right. Slash raid Billy and Babel. And of course, we have the raid message there. If you do not have the BGH icon, you can unlock it for 100 channel points or substitute your own, or just make up your own raid message. Also, thank you so much, and I should go to the credits, so hello and goodbye. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. Here we go, to the credits. Whoop-de-doop. Bye-bye. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, Tony, for resubscribing. And thank you, Echo, for the 10 bits, gigantifying an emote. And I will see you all, I don't know when, the next time. I guess 35 months, Tony. Oh my gosh. And of course, thank you to Patreon Saints, Sam, Mike, and of course, Echo Alpha. And thanks, Coffee Cup Arcade, for purchasing the awesome Board Game Heaven enamel pins. Yay. All right. All the best to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I do not know... Oh, well, Carmageddon's going to take a while. I need to finish Thief 2X first. And this board game, perhaps. So we'll see how that goes. I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. But keep an eye on the YouTube channel as well, because, you know, lots of cool stuff going on there, too. All right. Good night. Thank you much. And bye-bye. See you next time.